everyone, I'm Chester44 and welcome to this Let's Play of Queen's Wish, the Conqueror! Last episode, we managed to make our way through the Vol gates here, and managed to get into Vol itself. We managed to meet one of the Owen who managed to escape, but it seems like he's part of the rebellion that's going on in here, and we also met an envoy who asked us to come speak with, to come to Vitasa. There was also another envoy who was in Fort Haven, a member of the Masha, who told us to speak with their leaders in Thablan, over here, but I don't think that's going to happen soon. What I think we need to do, first we're going to go to Vitasa, and then we're going to try to reclaim our fort. Let us head to Vitasa and speak with the leader there. There is another abandoned settlement south of the massive Vol fortification. The people of the Vol are practical. Once trade with Haven ended, they left these buildings to rot away. The Vol stone is still here, covered with moss, waiting for your merchants to come and buy it. You see Vol soldiers on the road. They are no doubt uncertain. With the arrival of your soldiers, their world is about to undergo a sudden shock. You meet a platoon of Vol warriors, not rebels, but wearing the insignia of their nation. They are young and inexperienced. Patrolling the Haven border is low priority right now. They wave and approach you. Their leader is even younger than you and entirely terrified. Welcome, Havenite to the Vol. Who are you? Why so nervous? Haven returning to Sacramentum was not expected. We don't have complete orders for what to do if we meet you. Things are chaotic. I am Prince Rupert of Haven. The soldier is shocked. I should not be talking to you. I am a lowly soldier. The city of Vitasa is west. They are ready to properly meet visitors of your status. A warning, though. What is the warning? There is a rebellion. You should go west. If you go south, those lands are torn by war. You might be unsafe. A rebellion. The Owen have finally rebelled. They have risen up against their rightful masters. It is a bloody, ugly business. The Masha can't stop the Owen because Haven isn't helping us. Maybe now that you are back, it will be better. How has Haven helped you? Queen Sharon of Haven, in her great wisdom, loaned power to the Masha, and that kept order, and we paid for it. Perhaps these Owen are in the right. The soldiers are even more nervous. I'm sorry, traveler. We are not important people. We are not rich. We have no influence. This talk is above our station. We hope you stay in the northern lands. Safer here. Good luck. They move on. Indeed. I should be careful about what I say. Ooh, jeez. Blood and bones. Okay. I can see the town already. Or part of it. Vitasa is ringed by humble farms, working the Vol's narrow strips of arable land. There is a war on, and the freemen and Owens working here are just trying to stay out of the way and safe. Avoiding strangers is a key survival strategy. They take pains to avoid you. Volgates east, Vitasa to the west. You are just outside the Vol city of Vitasa. As vassal settlements go, it's quite impressive. The Vol live Spartan lives, but they know the importance of showing an impressive front to outsiders. Even from out here, you can sense the tension inside the town. Guards at the gates question everyone. There is a rebellion brewing to the south, and security is high. Just going to take a look around the town first. There are docks northwest of Vitasa. They are pretty humble. The nations of Sacramentum do trade with each other, but not much, and mainly by sea. Merchants and soldiers bustle around, dickering and hauling goods. You pass without comment. Strangers are common here. Ah, good. Just taking a look right here. There's not really anything. Alright, looks like it's getting dark. An actual tower. Interesting. Merba south, Thablan Pass southwest. Alright, let's go in. Now entering Vitasa. What is the key again? There it is. You enter the glorious and imposing city of Vitasa. This is a major trading post, an oasis, and a refuge from the harsh heat and dust of the Vol. Wide paths wind through gardens and fountains. Massive stone buildings rise above you. This city is meant to impress with luxury and wealth. You'll have to admit it succeeds. However, there is a war on, and you are a visitor of great importance. Everyone is tense. Heads turn and conversation stops wherever you go. Though Vitasa is meant to be a cool, peaceful refuge, the signs of war are everywhere you look. Ballistas are kept ready and in good repair. Guards walk the ramparts. The city fears that a raid of Owen could come at any moment. Agents are everywhere. Let me know your needs. Okay. What is this building? Vitasa Barracks. Sure, let's take a look in here. Vol Defenders. A chest here with a Vol Buckler that we can't take. Just a bunch of Vol Defenders here, nothing else. Okay. There are a few Vol townspeople wandering the streets of Vitasa. When they see you coming, they rapidly remember a different place they need to be. The regular free folk are avoiding you. You note that the streets are mostly empty. Even this far north, they are afraid of surprise raids by the Owen rebels. There is a beggar sitting by the east wall of Vitasa. Her kind must be tolerated by the stern Vol as long as they stay well out of the way. She shakes her wooden bowl as you walk by. Help for a humble Meska? How did you come to be a beggar? I have had the misfortunes. We Vol are private about such things. You should only know that there is worse. What would be worse? Life is hungry and hard. I will die on these streets. However, I am free. I have no debt. I will never be on. The Masha want me, but they won't claim me. Tell me about the Masha, then. They are always eager to find those of us in debt. They change the laws to hurt the free in the hope that they will fall into debt. They hope to ensnare us all. It is so much worse than it was when I was young. They will never have me. I would rather die. That is all she wants to say about this. What would you like? She shakes her wooden bowl. It dishonors me to ask. Still, I must eat. I could use some information. There is a war. I will do nothing to make anyone think I am a spy. If there are rumors about me, I will be killed by one side or the other. I will help you. Have 10 coins. 10 coins is a lot for a person in her position. She bows her head deeply. This will sustain me for some time. I am so grateful, Havenite. You bid her farewell. I can be nice. Let's see. A stoneworker. Fine stone distribution. This is a workshop and showroom for the Vol's fine stonework. Once, merchants from Haven came here and traded vast quantities of goods in gold for your vassals' products. Right now, it's quiet. A young Owen, a single line tattooed on his cheek, walks up next to you. He's already heard all about you. Ah, greetings, Prince. I am Rollin Owen. We are honored to have you in our humble showroom. He maintains a constant grin. You are an Owen. His smile is frozen on his face, but he's plainly uncomfortable. I am an Owen, yes. I had debt. I am paying it. How did you become an Owen? Once I dreamed of being a merchant. I borrowed gold to buy goods and wagons. It was lost, and I had no hope of paying it. The Masha I paid money to asked the other Masha to declare me Owen. They agreed. Happily, I only bear a single line. My children will be free. Who holds your debt? He is Turrent Masha. He is in a quarry out of town. He trusts me to be in town and run the showroom. I'd like to trade with you. Of course. We can have fine building stone shipped to Fort Haven for a very reasonable price. Sure, I'll take some stone. We can get up to 7 for 40 apiece. And a crushing rune, but I don't think we can use it. Very nice. Up to 7 stone. I'll definitely keep this in mind. That'll be useful if we ever need it. I don't need any now, however. Thank you. Okay. Full townsperson. Can't take any of these things. Okay. Another townsperson here. Copper bits, cannot take. Alright, out we go. Ah, another person. Most of the serious trading in Vitasa takes place in the less fashionable south side of town. This merchant is sitting surrounded by her goods, eager to trade. Hello, I'm Margaret. I sell fine wool goods. Care to trade? Interesting. She has a vertical line tattooed on her cheek, but it is crossed by a second line. The mark on your cheek looks different. Yes, I was unknown, but my debt was cancelled and I became free again. The cross mark was placed to show this. Couldn't you just have the whole mark removed? Yes, but it requires magic. Very expensive. I was forced to choose the cheaper option. I can see. How were you freed? I served in my Masha's caravan. We were attacked by brigands and I fought to save him. He knew he owed me his life, so he had to release me. He was generous. Does this happen often? No. It requires a great service. However, when an Owen does something so great for a Masha, honor commands that his debt will be repaid with freedom. At least there is that. I'd like to trade with you. Let me see your wares. 3 stone blocks and a scroll of might. Nothing I want. I don't want to sell anything, so I'm done. I'm unsurprised that it's all things to sell like that. Wood, not wood, stone and the like. Owen's servant. What's this structure? The Sand Patch Inn. Oh, an inn. That's nice. Just uncovering that. Alright, let's investigate the inn. You immediately recognize this man as a Havenite. The facial features and the old, worn clothes identify him. He is sitting at the table of the inn, surrounded by books. Some he is reading, some he is writing in. He looks up at you absently. Oh, the prince. Hello, I'm Cole. Please, join me. He shoves some books aside to make room. You are from Haven? I am. My family came right before the calamity. Bad timing. They had me. Later, they returned to Haven. I stayed. He scratches corrections on an old map as he talks. Eventually, things were too bad in Fort Haven. Too dangerous. I fled. Roamed all of our vassals. Then I came here. You explored Sacramentum. I spent time in the Yukon and the Ariel Woods. Many there welcome our kind, and it seemed safer. What did you think of the Ukatish? Touchy. Very touchy. Quick to take offense at everything. Their anger gives them strength, though. Keeps them together. United. What did you think of the Ariel? I tried to avoid the blessed, the ones who drink the elixir. They are... well, they're crazy. I spent time with regular folk in the trench towns. Decent and hard-working. I'd like to know more about your travels. Of course. Why didn't you stay with our colony? Oh, we were abandoned. Bandits were everywhere. Raiders from our vassals got closer and closer. We were facing ruin. I had to flee to continue my work. Our colony will be restored. I hope so. We've been waiting long enough. When things are stable enough, I will happily return to Fort Haven. I like the climate there better. Better for the books. Is it safe for a Havenite to be here? Yes. No. There's a war. If the city falls, some Owen might stab me for fun. It's not safe, but where is safe? Certainly not Fort Haven. I mean, it's safer now. I've secured it. You have a lot of books. Once I was a merchant. I collected trinkets from all over Sacramentum. Sometimes I found books. I read them. They were addictive. Now I am a sage. I study Sacramentum, especially the Vol. It is traditional work for Havenites. I suspect when our colony is restored, other sages will pay me well for what I have learned. Why is this work traditional? We Havenites are people of the scroll. We are learners. When we enter a new land, we study everything about it. People, customs, history, language, flora, and fauna. It's just our way. I truly hope one of my works comes to rest in Queen Sharon's libraries one day. What sort of secrets do you study? The older history of the Vol. Politics. How things came to be. I have to be very careful to make sure not to anger anyone. Things have been fine. The Vol don't study or think much. Life's too harsh. When I teach them their history, it fascinates them. Is the calamity something you study? No, it's too big a topic and too magical. What are you studying now? Recent history. The decades up to the rebellion. We knew it was coming for many years. That's why we suspected the Masha. Then Haven left, and it is all falling apart. I'm trying to find the exact events that finally triggered it. This knowledge might help you, too. If you want to benefit from this research, you can help me get paper records and continue it. I can look for knowledge. Might be a pleasant distraction. Alright. I know where you can go to find some records. Ask me when you're ready. Where can I find knowledge about the Vol? A place called Castle Andesite. It was a home to a major family of Mashas killed at the beginning of the rebellion. Now it's a dangerous ruin. I can't go there, it's too dangerous. I would like to see their records, how many Owen they had, how they were treated, any notes or messages of interest. How will I know that the papers are valuable? In the notes, look for signs of the beginning of rebellion or violence. The rebellion started around 3 years ago. Look for records from that. Castle Andesite? It is southeast of here, in rebel-controlled lands on the east coast. I understand it was beautiful. Where in the castle should I look? They are sure to have had a library. Look there. Alright. Why didn't you stay with our colony? Okay. Thank you. We will definitely go hunting for it. Somewhere on the... Ah! Way down there. Now that I think about it. Who exactly are we looking for again? Sage Elon. Quarry in the Central. Okay. Vol townspersons. Arula. The inn is busy. The Vol woman tending to it still helps you immediately. Your rank commands attention. Welcome, Prince, to the Sandpatch, my humble inn. I am Arula, and I want to make sure you are attended to. I'd like some information. Of course. I will tell you about our beautiful town. She tells you a lot about Vitasa. However, you're unable to get her to divulge any secrets or knowledge of value. How is business? It is good. Now that Haven has returned, many are coming here. Merchants, messengers, and diplomats asking me questions. They all think I have secrets. They are all looking for opportunities. But I am an ordinary free woman. Still, they spend their coins, so I welcome them. An ordinary free woman? The Vol has Masha and Owen, but most of us are regular free people, trying to live peaceful lives. We don't collect debts, and we don't owe them. How are you doing? Well, that can always change. It feels like we free people get more scared every year. We are all secure. Then one day, some of us are not. Then it goes that way for year after year. But I am babbling. Please, I am here to help you, not bore you. What services do you offer? The governor let it be known that you are to be treated well. Food and drink are available for free. You can have our finest room for only 3 coins. I'll have a meal. You get bread, roast mutton, and vegetables. Simple food, but you've been forced to get used to it. And I'll have a drink. She brings you a generous round of your drink of choice. It's excellent. I don't need anything. Alright, please let me know if you change your mind. Also, there is another Havenite here if you need conversation. She points at a man hunched over by the southeast table, surrounded by books. Thank you. Thank you very much for your time. We will investigate these places. Oh, locked door. Maybe that's where we'd be staying if we took a room. Interesting. Okay, take a look up here a bit. That's the western exit, and there's another building over here, it looks like. Oh! Havenite reports suddenly! Let's see. So, overall, nothing from most places. Nothing earned or lost with regards to wood or metal, but we gained a bit of... quite a bit of stone, and one quicksilver. Okay, we have a ton of stone, but metal is still what we really need. I'm sure we'll be able to get more once we get to the fort. Vitasa Labor Distribution Amalgamated. Ugh, that name. What's in here? Silver coins that are not mine. An impressive woman in stylish clothes eagerly greets you. Welcome, Prince. I am Kapia Masha, and I welcome you to Vitasa Labor Distribution Amalgamated. I hope that our meeting can be pleasant and profitable for us both. So, what is Vitasa Labor Distribution Amalgamated? She grins and motions for you to sit. We are an organization that can bring great wealth to you and to other Havenites, while making the Wolf stronger. We will take your money and invest it. Then we will earn money. Then we will have something to offer you. How do you invest money? The Vol is full of unfortunate free people who have fallen into critical levels of debt. They require someone to step forward and pay their debts, thus saving them and restoring their honor. Once their debt is paid, they then become the Owen of me, representative of Vitasa Labor Distribution Amalgamated. I'm sorry, hold on. Free people fall into debt. Someone pays their debt. Someone comes and pays... Okay! She's the one who basically turns them into Owen. How do you earn money? I take your investments and obtain Owen. Then I send those Owen out to earn money working for farms and businesses too poor to have Owen. I take those earnings and give a portion to you. And do you have something to offer me? I do! I would like you to be the first Havenite to buy a share in Vitasa Labor Distribution Amalgamated. You can pay me a modest portion. Then from now on you will receive regular cash payments. I'd like to know more about the Owen. Of course. Many outsiders don't understand our practices. We are subject to much unwarranted slander. I always try to help outsiders have a better view of us. The system is simple. If a free Vol or Masha falls too far into debt, they are at permanent risk of losing their honor. When this happens, another Vol can step forward to pay their debts. The debtor becomes Owen and owes a lifetime of service to their new Masha. Can Owen ever be free? Sometimes, if an Owen performs a particularly great service to a Masha, it is very honorable for the Masha to release the Owen from his or her debt. It doesn't happen often, but it does happen. How do the Owen feel about this system? I imagine they feel very grateful. The Vol are a tough people, and we value our honor very highly. Taking the essence of another and not repaying it is greatly dishonorable. The Masha saved them from this. A lifetime of servitude to pay off one debt. It does have to be quite a large debt for one to become an Owen. That is where Vitasa Labor Distribution Amalgamated assists in the process. Of course, whenever possible, we take on the extra expense of obtaining double-line Owen. Why do you prefer double-line Owen? When an Owen's debt is too high, one lifetime of service is not enough to repay it. Then their children must be Owen as 2. This is marked by 2 dashes on the cheek instead of 1. Sometimes 2 extra generations must pay the debt. This makes a 3-line Owen. A double-line Owen grants far more people in service for one investment, but triple-line Owen tend to be too hopeless and angry to be profitable. I have said before how I feel about slavery, which is basically what this is. Indentured servitude, slavery. It's in the name. I understand the fact that one pays the debt, so you have to go and work for them to pay it off. And she says it has to be an excessive amount in order for one to work for them for a lifetime, but still. And some might argue, well, obviously these people don't know how to spend their money if they keep going into debt. But then on the other side, if there are so many Owen that are going into this debt, that it's forming a rebellion that is actually threatening the Masha. And not only that, but add in the fact that it's children being brought into this without any choice. I'm sorry, this practice sickens me. I am sorry to hear it. I'm sure one day you will see how stable the Vol can be, enabling our people to flourish in our harsh landscape. Of course, the rebellion must be crushed first. Soon. So you have a business opportunity for me. I do. I am currently authorized to sell 1 share in Vitasa Labor Distribution Amalgamated. Normally this share would cost 500 coins. However, because you are a Prince of Haven, I will sell you this share for only 100. You will then be paid from the wages our Owen generate. And what do I need to do about the Owen we control? Nothing! You won't see them. You won't know their names. You won't have to discipline them. You will just see the gold. It is truly a marvelous and ingenious system. Is this moral? She looks very serious. Maybe it is moral, maybe not. I find that most of my investors, as long as I keep the unpleasantness far from them, sleep perfectly well at night. How much will I be paid? It varies greatly, of course. Usually we generate around 50 gold every 2 days. I'm afraid I must decline your offer. I am sorry to hear that. I hope you reconsider and return later. I think we can send quite a bit of gold Haven's way. That's all I need. The Owen, swiftly carry your teacups and saucers away. Thank you so much for the honor of your visit, Prince. Of course. And thank you for more information on the Owen here. This is definitely not going to be something I take part in. All that leaves is the main hall here. Great Hall of Vitasa. Alright. Okay, small visiting room, library room, whatever. The main hall of Vitasa has public and private areas. You are entering a private area. You can see guards in the distance. As much respect as they have been trying to show you, if they catch you back here, they will be annoyed. Private chambers. Keep out without permission. Okay, fine. The roof of this majestic hall arcs high over your head. The Vol are really showing off the quality of their stonework here. Guards line the walls. When you enter, they kneel. It's an impressive and overdue show of respect. An old man in ceremonial robes is waiting for you to the north. The leader of Vitasa is eager to greet you. Oh, I am sure you are quite eager. And you have many servants. When you approach, the leader of Vitasa is slumped over in his stool, exhausted. When you present yourself, he rallies. He rises and kneels. I am Governor Alistair Marsha, member of the Tablin Council and honored leader of my people. The Vol eagerly welcomes the return of Haven. I am so gratified that your royal presence has come to my humble home. Greetings, Governor. I am an envoy of Queen Sharon of Haven. We welcome your envoy. As I'm sure you have seen, this is a time of great anxiety for the Vol. We did not welcome the departure of Haven during your calamity, and we Masha are happy that you have returned. Owen slip in behind you with the glasses of iced water and other drinks. What makes you so anxious? He raises his hand to scratch his temple. His sleeve falls back, revealing red speckled bandages. Someone has recently stabbed the governor in the arm. He realizes that you have seen this. He drops his arm to his side, concealing the wound. After Haven left, the Owen, the foundation of our trade and strength, grew angry. Now they are in full rebellion, and our leaders, we Masha, have been unable to pacify them. As you listen, an Owen offers you small, delicious sandwiches. We are very interested in learning why you have returned. You are hurt. Early in the rebellion, I was complacent about my defenses. An Owen assassin struck out at me. I have not made the same mistake twice. He leaves what happened to the assassin unsaid, but you can guess. You are still our vassal. I am here because of our treaty. Yes, I suspected as much. Of course, if the Masha are overthrown and killed, we will not be able to follow the treaty. The wealth we offer will go undelivered. We simply want you to know that the Masha can still be of great value to Haven. We have some offerings to make. Go on. We must speak further about Haven's relations with us. Then I will tell you what we can offer. Prince, you have never seen firsthand how generous we Masha can be. Let me show you. I have heard that you have spoken very critically of how we treat our Owen. I hope to change your mind. The Owens stand in the corner of the hall, ready to leap forward to refill any empty glass. I want to discuss Haven's business in the Vol. He nervously scratches at his arm. I will help you all I can. Remember, however, that all important decisions must be made by us Masha in the Tablin Council. I will help you all I can within my bounds. I note you are still wounded. An infection of the wound. I believe the dagger that struck me was Ukat made. Those dirty people make dirty weapons. Still, I am assured it will heal in time. What do you think of the Vol's treaty with Haven? Myself? When I was born, it had been signed. I grew up with the wealth and prestige that trade with Haven brought. After you left, my poor sad father told me so many things about our past glory. Now you are here. His dreams are within reach of coming true. But then there is this accursed rebellion. Fortunately, we still have resources. We have offerings to show Haven we are still worthy. How is the rebellion doing? It is a bloody stalemate on the southern border of Vitasa's territory. We have held the Owen back, but one audacious raid could do terrible harm. He looks down at his wounded arm. Time may be shorter than we think. What do you want from me? I am a humble citizen of the Vol. I would not make demands of royalty. However, before you make any decisions, I recommend you journey west to Thablin to meet with our Master's Council. They may have a profitable deal to offer you. You say you have some offerings for me. We do. It is less than what you deserve. Vitasa has been weakened. It may take some effort to collect these treasures. Still, we will offer you all we can. I'd like to learn more about the Owen. Of course, we Masha are always eager to discuss our system. The Vol can seem cruel to outsiders. When they see and share in the wealth and comfort our system generates, they often change their minds. The system is simple. When a free man or woman of the Vol falls too far into debt, a Masha may ask that they must choose between punishment or becoming Owen. Punishment. Yes, the exact punishment depends on the Masha passing judgment and the level of debt. It is usually exile. When faced with a life alone in the wilderness, far from home and family, subject to the brutality of the Ugatish or the caprice of the Ariel, most choose to become Owen. How did this system come about? Life in the Vol is hard. We have a very strong code of honor. Loyalty is rewarded. Crimes are brutally punished. It is necessary to survive. Most importantly, this involves paying our debts. Leaving a debt unpaid is great dishonor for us. It was from that belief that the Owen Masha system evolved. And you are a Masha? Yes, I hold the debts of 4 Owen. Because of that, I hold power in our society. The Masha are the ones who vote on the leaders of the Thablin Council. The Vol only wants to be led by those clever and industrious enough to afford to become Masha. Of course I am ethical about it. I only buy the debts of single-line Owen. What is your relationship with your Owen? Very good. I treat my Owen very well. They are people of the Vol, of course. Their only crime is debt. I treat them justly. The Owens show no emotion as they offer more snacks. Single line? A new Owen has a line tattooed on the cheek to mark their bondage. If a debt is great enough, it may be declared that the first or even the second generations of that Owen will also be Owen. Each generation is an additional line. And you have a problem with this? It is wrong to punish the children for the crimes of their parents. This is a fundamental concept of justice. It is rage over the practice of double and triple line servitude, I believe, that triggered the rebellion we endure. Tell me about the rebellion. It has boiled for 3 years now, a series of fast, brutal actions, followed by a slow grinding. We outnumber the Owen. We have better weapons, yet they persist. Where are the Owen? They control, in whole or in part, about a third of the Vol. Their lands are south and southeast. Beware them. They are likely to hate Haven, as you supported the Masha before the calamity. Why have you not crushed them yet? The mountains of the Vol work against us. They lead to powerful defensive positions. Our better armor, weapons, and numbers have not been enough to overcome them. The worst position is the Smoky Peaks to the southeast. It guards the roads up to the rebel stronghold of Madraka. It is almost invulnerable to attacks from the north. Why should Haven help you? Wealth, trade, gold, stone. Your queen knows how much we have offered and how much we can offer. Go to Thablin, hear what we can give. I think we can tempt you to help us win our ugly little war. What offering do you have for Haven? I am most honored to offer you the resources of Warmer's Bowl, a fine quarry not far from here. It is ready to send stone to Fort West Bay when Fort West Bay is ready to accept supplies. Sadly, Warmer's Bowl does have a minor pest infestation. It should be easy for your forces to clear. Where is Warmer's Bowl? In the mountains, directly southeast of here. Why do I have to clear it out? Alas, Vitasa has very few soldiers right now. Our excess forces have been taken south and west to protect Dublin. If we had the warriors to clear the quarry out, I swear we would. He smiles. Of course, if you displayed your power in Warmer's Bowl, it would go a long way to show the Vol that Haven is still a force to be feared. Alright then, Warmer's Bowl. Oh, it's right there by Merba, which we're going to have to investigate. But the fort is where we're going to head next. I am curious if I can actually sneak through into the private quarters, so I'm going to save and check that first. Alright, just take a quick check here. Oh, I can actually get by that guard. Take a look in here. One of the palace guards has seen you. He is polite, but very firm. You need to depart. You decide not to aggravate the Vol army into violence and let them escort you out. Let me try again. Reloading. Actually, yeah, reloading. It does seem like I can actually get in. And he saw me. Okay, reloading. It is curious, though. It does seem like it's possible. go in here. Then let him go over there. We can sneak over here. Investigate this room and get some gold. And we can get in here and get some silver coins and some copper bits. And we just wait here, let him go over. And we can get out. Quick, simple, and we got some things. Oh. And he escorted us out. No matter there, I guess. Alright. And that is where I'm going to end this episode, because it's gone on long enough. Next episode, we'll make our way to the fort. See if we can clear it out so we can get some more resources. But that'll be in the next episode. So until then, I'm Chester44. That is Rupert, Elspeth, Terrence, and Patricia. This has been a Let's Play of Queen's Wish, the Conqueror. And I shall see you all next time.